from Dunce Labs, here with some college advice that's clever. Thanks for joining us for our weekly Q&A. This week's question is, I'm considering a career in medicine. What should I look for in an undergraduate institution? This is a really great question. There are a lot of myths and misconceptions out there about what you need to be doing if you want to go into medicine. So let's try to set this straight. First of all, myth number one, that you need to go to a huge research university if you want to go into medicine. It's just not true. While research universities can sometimes be larger and have more opportunities or more and better facilities, sometimes large universities really neglect the undergraduate students. And this isn't always the case, but it can often happen at larger schools. Sometimes you're better off looking at smaller institutions that have really great science programs. The other myth is that you have to be in a pre-med program as an undergraduate student. And this is a myth because often pre-med isn't even a program at lots of schools, but that doesn't mean that you're not able to get into med school without being in a pre-med program as an undergrad. In fact, you can major in whatever you want as an undergrad and still really be able to get into med school, as long as you get those prerequisites out of the way to get into med school, like organic chemistry. So you feel free to major in English or psychology or art, just as long as you get those science classes out of the way to get actually into med school. So don't be afraid to look at smaller schools with good science programs. You're probably more likely to get more lab time and more time with professors who will really mentor you and teach you great things that will help you to get into med school. And don't be afraid to major in something that isn't medicine related or science related even. And don't worry if a school doesn't have a pre-med program. Just make sure you get your prereqs out of the way to get into med school and that you find the resources to really prepare for the MCAT. So hopefully that gets you to think differently about what kinds of undergraduate institutions you can go to if you're thinking about going into medicine long term. So have fun looking for some more diverse schools. Thanks for joining us in this week's Q&A. We'll see you next week.